Our planet, Earth, is a tapestry of wonders, woven over millennia. For most of human history, its grandest secrets were held captive by distance and terrain, accessible only to the most intrepid explorers. But now, a new age of discovery has dawned, one where we can traverse continents in an instant, soaring over the highest peaks and deepest valleys from the quiet comfort of our own homes. The digital eye of Google Earth has revealed hidden wonders most people never see, unveiling landscapes of such extraordinary scale and strangeness that they challenge our very understanding of the world. This remarkable tool allows us to become virtual explorers, peeling back the layers of our planet to witness sights previously reserved for satellites and birds. From the comfort of our screens, we can journey to the most remote corners of the globe, uncovering geological marvels, ancient mysteries, and ecosystems that thrive in splendid isolation. The patterns, colors, and textures of our world are laid bare, offering a perspective that is both humbling and profoundly inspiring. It reminds us that even in this modern, interconnected age, Earth still holds countless secrets waiting to be found. Join me now as we embark on such a journey. We will travel to 5 corners of our world, each holding a unique and bewildering feature, etched into the land by forces both natural and, perhaps, otherwise. From sacred forbidden mountains to boiling, breathing lakes and enigmatic desert patterns, these are vistas that stir the soul and ignite the imagination. These are 5 of the strangest places you can see in Google Earth. Our journey begins high in the Himalayas, in the serene and secluded kingdom of Bhutan. Here, piercing the sky at an astonishing 7,570 meters, stands Gangkhar Puensum. This is not merely another formidable peak in the world's greatest mountain range. It is a titan veiled in mystery, holding the unique and solemn title of the world's highest unclimbed mountain. Its name, translating to White Peak of the Three Spiritual Brothers, hints at the profound reverence in which it is held. From the vantage point of a satellite, its majesty is undeniable. One can trace the sharp serrated ridges draped in perpetual snow and ice that have repelled every human attempt to conquer them. The sheer scale is difficult to comprehend. Surrounding peaks, themselves giants, are dwarfed by its presence. What is most striking, however, are the shadows it casts. Depending on the time of day, these great dark fingers stretch for miles across the valleys below, cloaking the landscape in an ever-shifting, dramatic gloom. This is a mountain that breathes an aura of inviolability. Its slopes have remained untrodden by human feet, not for lack of trying in the past, but due to a deep-seated respect for the sacred. For the people of Bhutan, Gangkhar Puensum is not a challenge to be overcome, but a holy sanctuary, the abode of protective deities and spirits. Its soaring peaks are considered the literal home of the gods, a place where the earthly realm touches the divine, and to disturb it would be an act of profound sacrilege. This deep spiritual connection led the Bhutanese government to make a remarkable decision. Since 1994, mountaineering on peaks higher than 6,000 meters has been forbidden out of respect for local beliefs. This act effectively sealed Gangkhar Puensum's fate, preserving it as a pristine, untouched wilderness. It stands as a powerful symbol of a culture that places spiritual well-being and environmental harmony above the allure of conquest and global recognition. Before the ban, 4 separate expeditions attempted to chart a path to its summit, each one thwarted by the mountain's extreme weather, treacherous icefalls, and sheer, unforgiving inclines. The tales of these expeditions are filled with accounts of sudden, violent storms and navigational confusion, as if the mountain itself were actively resisting their intrusion. These failures only serve to deepen the mystique surrounding the peak and reinforce the local belief in its spiritual power. And so, it remains a ghost on the roof of the world. While climbers queue to ascend Everest, Gangkhar Puensum stands in silent, solitary splendor. It is a place where maps are uncertain and borders are disputed, with parts of the mountain straddling the contested frontier with China. This ambiguity only adds to its enigmatic character, a blank space in our otherwise meticulously charted world, a true wilderness in every sense of the word. Through the lens of Google Earth, we can do what no explorer has ever managed. We can soar above its summit, tracing the complex network of glaciers that flow from its flanks like frozen rivers. We can observe the colossal scale of its 3 main peaks, each a formidable challenge in its own right, and appreciate the raw, untamed power of this landscape without leaving a single footprint. It exists as a poignant reminder that there are still places on our planet that remain beyond human reach. protected not by physical barriers alone, but by the strength of faith and the wisdom of restraint. Gangkar is more than a mountain. It is a testament to the enduring power of the sacred in a world that too often seeks to tame and conquer all it surveys. We now travel south across the vast Indian Ocean to the arid heart of South Australia. Here, in the Flinders Ranges, lies a geological feature of breathtaking scale and perfect symmetry, Wilpena Pound. From the ground, one is confronted by a towering, rugged wall of rock that seems to stretch endlessly in either direction. But it is only from above, through the eye of a satellite, that its true form is revealed. A colossal natural amphitheater, an almost perfect oval basin carved into the earth. Spanning nearly 80 square kilometers, the Pound is a stunning example of synclinal folding. Imagine, over 500 million years ago, layers of sediment being compressed and buckled by immense geological forces, pushing the earth upwards into a dome. Over eons, the softer rock at the crest of this dome eroded away, leaving behind the harder, more resistant quartzite layers to form the encircling rim we see today. The result is a sunken world, a landscape within a landscape. For the Adnyamathanha people, the traditional custodians of this land, Wilpena Pound, or Ikara, meaning meeting place, is a site of immense cultural and spiritual significance. Their creation stories are woven into every feature of this landscape. The high peaks that form the Pound's rim are not just rock formations, they are the petrified bodies of two giant serpents, Akura, who journeyed to this place for a great ceremony, and became locked in their eternal, mountainous form. The highest point on the rim, St. Mary Peak, is the head of the male serpent, a sacred place for the Adnyamathanha men. The very shape of the Pound is seen as a vast, ceremonial ground, a place where their ancestors gathered, a cradle of their culture. Looking down from Google Earth, one can almost feel the resonance of these ancient stories, seeing not just a geological basin, but a place imbued with millennia of human meaning and spiritual connection. The sheer, stark beauty of the Pound is amplified by its isolation within the surrounding outback. The interior of the basin is a surprisingly gentle, tree-studded plain, a stark contrast to the rugged, sharp-edged mountains that encircle it. This natural fortress creates a unique microclimate, a sanctuary for flora and fauna that have adapted to this sheltered environment. From above, the difference is clear. The pale ochre colors of the arid plains outside give way to the darker greens and browns of the Pound's interior. Only one main gorge, the Wilpena Gap, provides a natural, accessible entrance into the secluded world. This narrow breach in the mountain wall acts as a gateway, through which creeks flow and life has historically entered and exited. For early European settlers, it was a natural corral for livestock, a pound in the truest sense of the word. But its history stretches back so much further, a silent witness to the ebb and flow of both geological and human time. Exploring Wilpena Pound on Google Earth allows for an appreciation of its form that is impossible from the ground. One can trace the entire circumference of the rim, a journey of many arduous days on foot, in a matter of seconds. You can see how the light catches the eastern and western ridges at sunrise and sunset, painting the rock in fiery shades of red and orange, a spectacle that has inspired awe for countless generations. It is a place where science and spirituality meet. The geological explanation of its formation is as awe-inspiring as the creation stories of the Adnyamathanha. Both narratives speak of immense power, of creation, and of enduring presence. Wilpena Pound is more than a basin. It is a storybook written in stone, a natural cathedral that stands as a monument to the immense forces that have shaped our planet and the deep connections we forge with the landscapes we call home. Our journey now takes us to the desolate, windswept plains of the Hami Desert in China's Xinjiang province. Here, etched into the barren ground, is a mystery that has puzzled analysts and researchers for years. It is a vast, intricate network of geometric patterns, so large that their true form is only comprehensible from high above. On Google Earth, they appear as a bizarre, almost alien script written upon the face of the Earth, a series of enormous, perfectly straight lines and sharp right angles. These are the Crooked Compass Fields. The name is an intriguing misnomer, for there is nothing crooked about the lines themselves. They are precise, deliberate, and sprawling. The main feature is a gigantic rectangle, several kilometers in length, with other lines crisscrossing and extending from it. The sheer scale is staggering. What possible purpose could such a massive cryptic marking in one of the world's most remote and inhospitable regions serve? Unlike the ancient Nazca Lines of Peru, which are believed to have had ritualistic or astronomical purposes, these patterns appear modern and industrial. The precision of the lines suggests they were not created by hand or with simple tools, but with heavy machinery. The location itself, a remote area of a politically sensitive region, deepens the mystery and has led to a great deal of speculation, much of it centering on a military purpose. One of the most compelling theories is that this grid serves as a calibration target for China's vast network of spy satellites. In order to function correctly, satellite cameras need to be calibrated against a known target on the ground. A massive high-contrast pattern in an area with clear, stable weather and a uniform background, like a desert, would be ideal for this purpose. The sharp lines and corners would allow engineers to fine-tune focusing, orientation, and image resolution from orbit. If this is the case, then what we are seeing is a piece of immense, secretive, high-tech infrastructure, hidden in plain sight. It is a tool of the space age, yet it has the monolithic and mysterious quality of an ancient geoglyph. The desert floor has been transformed into a giant optical chart, a secret language spoken between the ground and the sky, intended only for the eyes of orbiting machines. However, other theories persist. Some have suggested it could be a massive antenna array for weather research or over-the-horizon radar systems, designed to bounce signals off the ionosphere. Others propose it could be related to mineral prospecting, with the lines marking out areas for seismic surveys. The Chinese government has remained silent, offering no official explanation, which only fuels the speculation and adds to the site's enigmatic allure. When you explore the area on Google Earth, you can see the texture of the lines. They appear to have been created by clearing away the darker desert pavement, a surface layer of dark-colored rocks to reveal the lighter-colored sand and soil beneath. This simple technique creates a striking visual contrast that would be easily visible from space. The effort involved must have been monumental, a testament to the importance of its function, whatever that may be. The crooked compass fields are a thoroughly modern mystery. They represent the intersection of landscape, technology, and secrecy. They remind us that even in the 21st century, there are still vast, unexplained structures on our planet. While ancient wonders speak of the beliefs and capabilities of past civilizations, this desert grid speaks of the ambitions and clandestine activities of our own time. A silent, geometric riddle baking under the desert sun. We now venture to the heart of the Caribbean, to the lush, mountainous island of Dominica. This nature island, as it is known, is a land of primordial rainforests, countless rivers, and active volcanism. Hidden deep within the dense jungle of the Morne Trois Pitons National Park is a natural wonder that is as terrifying as it is mesmerizing. A flooded volcanic fumarole known to the world as the Boiling Lake. This is not a lake in the conventional sense. It is a chasm filled with bubbling grayish-blue water, enveloped in a perpetual cloud of steam and volcanic gases. It is the second largest hot spring in the world, a churning, superheated cauldron approximately 60 meters across. The water at the edges can reach near boiling temperatures, but the center is in a constant violent state of rolling boil, a direct window into the fiery heart of the earth. The journey to the lake is an arduous one, a challenging trek through steep, muddy rainforest terrain, known as the Valley of Desolation. This aptly named area is a stark, otherworldly landscape of steaming vents, sulfur deposits, and streams running with milky, mineral-rich water. The air is thick with the pungent smell of sulfur, a constant reminder of the powerful geothermal activity just beneath the surface. It is a primal landscape, seemingly untouched by time. The boiling lake is a dynamic and temperamental feature. Its appearance can change dramatically, sometimes over a matter of hours. The water level is known to drop suddenly, and on at least 2 occasions in recent history, the lake has completely emptied, revealing the vent at its bottom, only to refill again with furious, explosive energy. This breathing is driven by the complex plumbing of the volcano below, a system of cracks and conduits that channel water and gas. From the satellite perspective of Google Earth, the lake itself is often obscured by the very steam it generates. What you can see is a distinct pale patch amidst the deep, unbroken green of the rainforest canopy, a plume of vapor that signals the presence of this incredible geothermal feature. It appears as a wound on the landscape, a place where the planet's inner turmoil breaks through its verdant skin. The science behind the lake is fascinating. Rainwater and water from small streams seep down through the porous volcanic rock. This water is then heated by contact with hot magma deep within the earth. The superheated water and gases are forced back up to the surface under immense pressure, emerging through the fumarole at the bottom of the lake basin. It is this constant, powerful upwelling that maintains the lake's turmoil. Standing at the cliff edge overlooking the lake is a multi-sensory experience. The roar of the bubbling water is incessant, a deep guttural sound that seems to emanate from the very core of the planet. The heat and humidity from the steam are intense, and the sulfurous air catches in your throat. It is a humbling and intimidating spectacle, a raw and untamed display of nature's formidable power. The boiling lake serves as a potent reminder that our planet is not a static, solid sphere but a living, breathing entity. The processes that shaped continents and raised mountains are still at work, often hidden from our view. But here, in this remote corner of Dominica, that power is on full, terrifying display, a roiling, steaming cauldron that continues to command respect and awe from all who dare to witness it. For our final destination, we journey to an island that has been described as the most alien-looking place on Earth, Socotra. Lying in the Indian Ocean, politically part of Yemen but geographically and biologically a world apart, this island is a treasure trove of biodiversity. A third of its plant life is found nowhere else on the planet, including the iconic umbrella-shaped dragon's blood tree. But it is on its coastlines that we find a wonder of immense and ever-changing scale. Here, powerful seasonal monsoon winds, unimpeded across thousands of kilometers of open ocean, slam into the island. Over millennia, these winds have picked up brilliant white sand from the beaches and hurled it inland, piling it up against the base of the island's steep granite mountains. The result is a series of colossal sand dunes, some reaching hundreds of meters in height, creating a stark and stunning contrast between the white sand, the dark rock, and the turquoise sea. On Google Earth, these dunes are a breathtaking spectacle. They are not the endless rolling ergs of a great desert, but contain dramatic rivers of sand, forced into valleys and piled high against sheer cliffs. The patterns are extraordinary. The wind sculpts the sand into sharp crests and flowing lines, creating a landscape that is both soft and severe, a masterpiece of Aeolian art that is constantly in motion, ever-changing with the seasons. These are not sterile, lifeless dunes. They are a unique and fragile ecosystem. They provide a habitat for specialized insects and reptiles that have adapted to this shifting world. At the base of the dunes, where moisture can collect, hardy plants take root, their struggle for survival a testament to the tenacity of life. The dunes are a dynamic environment, advancing and retreating, burying and revealing the landscape in a slow, relentless cycle. The most famous of these are the dunes at Archer, on the island's north coast. Here, a river of pure white sand flows from the coast and terminates in a massive crescent-shaped dune pressed against a dark mountain face. The visual impact is immense. It looks as though a glacier of sand has frozen mid-flow. From a satellite's perspective, you can see the trails and ripples on the sand's surface, evidence of the daily battle between wind and gravity. The existence of these dunes is a perfect illustration of geological and meteorological processes working in concert. The erosion of coral reefs and shells provides the raw material, the brilliant white sand. The relentless monsoon winds provide the energy for transport, and the island's solid, mountainous geology provides the barrier, the immovable object against which this unstoppable force piles its sandy bounty. Exploring Socotra's coastline on Google Earth is like viewing a gallery of abstract natural art. Each bay and valley has its own unique dune formation, shaped by the local topography and the specific direction of the wind. You can see how the sand spills over low ridges and fills depressions, creating a fluid, dynamic topography that is superimposed upon the ancient, solid rock of the island. Socotra's dunes are a symbol of the island itself, isolated, unique, and breathtakingly beautiful. They are a landscape in a constant state of becoming, a reminder that the surface of our planet is not static, but is continuously being sculpted and resculpted by the fundamental forces of nature. They are a fleeting, magnificent spectacle, a river of time made visible in grains of sand. From the forbidden peaks of Bhutan to the shifting sands of Socotra, our journey has taken us across the globe, revealing just a fraction of the strangeness and splendor our world holds. These places, viewed through the impartial lens of a satellite, are more than just geographical curiosities. They are characters in the grand story of our planet, each with a unique tale of its creation, its purpose, and its power. They challenge our perspective, reminding us of the immense forces, both natural and human, that are constantly shaping the world around us. This new way of seeing, this ability to explore from afar, does not diminish the wonder of these places. On the contrary, it enhances it. It allows us to appreciate the scale and context of a feature like Wilpenna Pound, or to witness the sheer, untamed power of the boiling lake in its entirety. It ignites a deeper curiosity, a desire to understand the stories behind the images, and fosters a renewed sense of connection to our planet, a home that is more complex and more mysterious than we could ever have imagined. The Earth is a vast and varied place, and for every wonder we have explored today, there are thousands more waiting to be discovered. Some are hidden in plain sight, their true nature only revealed from a new perspective, while others lie in the most remote and inaccessible corners of our world. The age of exploration is far from over. It has simply evolved. The frontier is endless, and the next incredible discovery might just be a single click away, waiting for a curious eye to find it.